Hi, I'm Jacques. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a new video. It's the beginning of July. We are starting the second half of 2021. Can you believe? Can you believe? And with a new month comes new books to read. So I'm going to show you the books that I want to read this month. But for those of you who don't know, I like to choose my TBR based on a readathon that I want to participate in, and I also have a Goodreads group called Devouring Your TBR, and we have a monthly theme, and this month's theme is Sci-Fi July. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'll be able to get a sci-fi in this month because I'm participating in a readathon and I've already chosen those books, and none of those seem to be a sci-fi. Sorry. Okay, so the readathon that I'm participating in this month is called the Olympic Games Readathon. I will tag the Instagram page down below, and I will also tag Issue Time, her channel down below, because that's where I saw the announcement video for the Olympic Games Readathon. And I'm also tagging my dear friend Kelly from Velvet Library, because without her I would never know these things. And I love her so much, so do go check her out. The Olympic Games Readathon is based on Percy Jackson and Camp Half-Blood. So if you're a fan of Percy Jackson, or if you've read Percy Jackson, you'll know what it's about. If you haven't read Percy Jackson, you don't need to read it in order to participate, because you'll be broken up into groups. You'll choose a team, and then each team has 5 prompts, and you need to read those 5 books like that in those prompts, and then you can choose bonus books afterwards. So there are some. So there were some books that I need to read for July for review, so I had to have those books on my TBR. So I went searching. I needed prompts for those books, so I checked every single prompt until I was able to make those books work, to make the prompts work for me. I know that's not how you're supposed to do them, but it was fine. I now have a total of 8 books, which makes it the 5 main books and also 3 additional bonuses for outdoor activities. Okay, because a camp after all, so we're going to do some stuff. It turns out that I want to be Athena. I'm Team Athena. I've declared my team. Okay, and I've chosen books to the 5 prompts. And after I've chosen that and I've got all my books all sorted, I thought, why not go on to Readathon.com. The link is on Issue Time's video, and do the questionnaire and see which deity would be my parent. Let's have a look and see how that went, shall we? Okay, so I've already decided which deity that I'm going to be descended from, which team I'm joining. But I want to do this quiz just to see what I get. Anyway, so won't it be fun if I get Athena? Ha ha ha. Okay, this is on the official Readathon.com site, linked in the video of the announcement video, in Issue Time's video. Which of these is your favorite color? None of those. Pink. Haha. Which of the following places do you prefer? The mall, the beach, a forest, a library? Oh, well. Dunno. Which of these foods is your go-to? Ew. Rice cakes. Which of these is your favorite pastime? Building with Legos. Which of these is your favorite animal? Chihuahua, dolphin, Rottweiler, elephant, owl, or deer? Owl. Which kind of music do you like best? Pop. Which one of these apps would you be most likely to use? Zombie Run, City Planner, Hurricane Tracker, Love Match, Voice Recorder, Wildlife Call, City Planner. What is your fatal flaw? I can be moody, I can be arrogant, I can be vain, I can be too proud, I can be selfish. I tend to distrust people. Which is your best quality? I'm an independent worker, creative, strategic thinker, good at networking, a steadfast friend, and a natural leader. Yeah, I'm creative. Good work. Hey, Athena! Ha ha ha! Check that out. What are the chances? Whoop, whoop, whoop. And yeah, so I'm part of Team Athena. So there's I don't know how many teams. There's 12 teams, I think. Each of them is a god. So you could be one descended from one of the gods. So there are 12 of the gods. Each of the gods have certain traits or things, familiarities, and these are prompts for a book for you to read. So for Team Athena, Athena is the goddess of wisdom, mathematics, and defensive warfare. She's brilliant, witty, and disciplined. She has a strong sense of justice and would never let her enemies walk free. She is known as a companion of heroes. Okay, cool. So the mandatory challenges for Team Athena are as follows. Athena favors those who seek knowledge beyond all. So read a book that features a school. Dun, 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 dun. For that one, I chose The Black Kids by Christina Hammonds Reed. Yes, you've seen me with it on Instagram. No, I haven't read it yet. So it's historical fiction, 1992, Los Angeles, and it follows Ashley Bennett, who has a perfect life, living in a big house on the right side of town. Her parents have worked hard to create a model black family image and ensure Ashley and her sister are protected and safe. Then 4 LAPD officers are acquitted after beating a black man, Rodney King, half to death. Suddenly, Ashley's not just one of the girls. She's one of the black kids. So that's pretty cool. Who is the us behind the them? Oh, who is the us and who is the them? Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. Okay. Then the next prompt is read a middle grade book, because Percy Jackson is middle grade. So for that one, I am going with Percy Jackson number 4. Because it's the 4th one in the series. I'm really on mythology kick right now, and it just makes sense to continue. So that's what I'm doing. Then it takes a great mind to pull off a quest. Read a book that features a quest or a mission. And for this one, I am going with Strange Gods by Alison Kimball. Yeah, which is releasing this month, by the way, July 2020. Spooky arrives at a wilderness boot camp for troubled teens with 2 suitcases and an ultimatum. Either she keeps her head down over the summer, or she won't be allowed home at the end of it. All she wants to do is survive the pyros, the bullies, and the power-tripping counselors, get through senior year, and start her life somewhere new. She'll do just about anything to protect that future, but when an encounter with another camper goes awry and ends with Spooky hiding in the woods, something else finds her. Something ancient and powerful has sent out feelers hoping to catch a human alone. If Spooky wants to survive to see any kind of future, she'll have to figure out how to gain leverage over a god. And as if the one wasn't bad enough, a pantheon of dark entities lining up to eat her and the life she's always wanted. And the next prompt is: Athena is a favorite among the gods and mortals alike. Read a book by your favorite author. One of my favorite authors is Terry Goodkind, or was Terry Goodkind, and there are still a few books that of his that I need to read and I really need to get to. There's the new Children of the Horror series by him that I would like to get to, but there are still a couple of books from the main series that I haven't read, so I'm going to continue the main series, the Richard and Kaylin, the Sword of Truth series, with Severed Souls. It's book number 15, I think. My word. Yes, it's book number 14 in the Sword of Truth series. And Richard and Kaylin have just found themselves in some more trouble coming from the Third Kingdom, which was the last book, so now they have to get themselves out of that. I'm not giving a synopsis because this is a book 14. Can you believe it? Book 14. Oh. So there's that. Then moving on to prompt number last one. Athena and her children are recognizable by their stormy eyes. Read a book with a grey cover. And for that one, and I really be dying to read this one, I'm going to go with Sisters of Sword and Song by Rebecca Ross. Yes, it's green, and yes, it's grey, but it's more grey than green if you ask me. After many years apart, Evadne is going to be reunited with her sister Halcyon, who has been serving in the Queen's army, but everything changes when Halcyon is sentenced for a terrible crime and they cannot meet. Suspicious of the charges, Evadne takes part of her sister's punishment whilst trying to clear Halcyon's name. But as they begin their sentences, the sisters learn that there are some fates worse than death. Interesting. So yeah, so those 5 books are my main 5 books for for Athena's mandatory challenges. 1, 2, 3 out of those 5 books are for review, so do look out for that. Yes, and then we're going to do some extracurricular activities. We're going to do some stuff. The next book I have for review So the first activity we're going to be doing is some Pegasus riding. Yes, I love horses. No, I don't like heights. I don't know how much fun that is going to be. But we need to read a book published within the last 5 years, and I'm going with the book that I need to review, the last one. The next book I need to read, the book I am most outstanding in reading for review, The Thread Below by J.S. Latshaw. And that's, let's have a look. 300 years ago, something terrifying arose and pushed humanity to the brink of extinction. Now a small remnant, the descendants of the few survivors who were able to escape the massacre below, lives above the clouds on the top of a mountain. when they discover that their water supply is being poisoned down below. An expedition, including 17-year-old Iceland Brathius, must descend and face the monsters, the threat below that wiped out civilization centuries ago. Iceland quickly learns that all is not what it seems as she uncovers secrets hundreds of years old and struggles to stay alive in a world where no human is fit to survive. So that's gonna sound like fun, sound like a roller coaster ride. So totally looking forward to that one. Last two books that I have to read are also for review, which is why I needed to get them in, which is why I'm doing these extracurricular activities. And that is climbing. Or we're gonna attempt the climbing wall, my apologies. Read the next book in a series. With that one, I'm gonna go with A Misplaced Hope, which is the sequel to A Misplaced Child by Heather Michelle. Again, I can't give you a synopsis because it's a book 2, but I have reviewed book 1, which I will link down below, so please go and check that one out. Then the final activity that I'm interested in doing is monster fighting. Not that I'm interested in doing monster fighting, but that's what we do at Camp Half-Blood, and also I need to read this book for review as well, and this is to read a book featuring magical creatures. And I'm going with Kingdom of Souls, The Last Witch Doctor by Rena Barron. Way late for review on this one. Born to a family of powerful witch doctors, Ara yearns for magic of her own, but she fails at bone magic, fails to see the future, and fails to call upon the ancestors. Within each passing year, her ambitious mother looks on her with ever-growing disapproval. But there is one thing Ara hasn't tried. It is possible to trade years from your own life for a taste of power, a cheap trick with a heavy price. For you cannot know how much time each ritual will take. This is something Ara would never stoop to, until the city's children start to disappear. Okay, caught between gods and monsters, her ancestors and her future, Ara's only hope is to sacrifice more and more of her years. Okay, I don't know why I put this off so long, but I really want to read this one, so there we go. So those are the 8 books that I'll be reading. 5 of them are on our digital formats. Only 2 of them are on my e-reader, the other 3 are on the Kindle app, and then these 3 physical books. That's what I'm going to be doing in this month as well, and I'm really looking forward to them. Also, I'd love to know what it is that you guys have been reading or planning to read for July. It's already the 2nd. I'm currently still reading the Ace of Shades. I'm finishing that off before jumping into this one. Then I want to tie up all the reviews on my wrap-up for June, and then I'm all good to go. So do let me know in the comments down below what you plan on reading on July, something that you're most looking forward to. How many books do you have for review? Are you going to be mood reading so you don't know what's happening? Let me know down below and we can chat. If you've read any of these, please also tell me what you thought about them, because I'm looking forward to all of them. And that's it again for this video. Thank you from another wintry Cape Town. It's not raining, but it is cold. And stay safe, wear masks. Love you much. Bye.
Every single day